Hey Stones fans, today's lesson is Angie from the Goat's Head Soup album, and it's in standard tuning. If you want to tune your, I'm going to be playing along with the recording at least for a little bit of it, so tune your E to this and tune the rest of your strings accordingly and you'll be right in tune. But it's in A minor. And the easiest thing probably is to just play along with little chunks of it and show you how that's done. There's really only I think 3 parts to it. The intro, which is essentially the same as the verses, and then there's that I still love you baby part. So we'll get to all that. To start with though, I'll probably just play along with a little bit of it like the intro, then stop, and then show you how that's done. So in A minor, we'll start with the intro. Okay, nothing too far out so far. You start with a harmonic at the 12th fret on the A string, and if this is one of your standard harmonics at the 12th fret, just the A string. If you don't know how to do harmonics, just look it up. It's easy, especially if you're just doing the standard ones in those frets. There's other ways to do them, and you can essentially do a harmonic on any note. If you watch like a Tommy Emmanuel video, you'll see how to do that. But this is a simple one. 12th fret on the A string, then hit A minor. That's just on and off the high E string at the 3rd fret with your pinky, making it A minor 7 and then back to regular A minor. Okay, so that part is. You're probably best off doing it with these fingers. There's other fingerings you can use, but this might be the easiest way. You can figure that out for yourself. But you want pointer finger on the B string at the 3rd fret, then ring finger on the G string at the 4th fret. So you just got those two, nothing else. And then so it's open E. Okay, open E, then G, B, E, then B, G. So up and down on those 3 strings. Then fret the E string, the bass E string at the 4th fret, so it'll go right. 4th fret bass E string, then pluck the B and the G string that you have fingered. Then the high E string open. Then it's G suspended at the 3rd fret, so basically take a regular G as if you were doing this. Play the top 4 strings except you're suspending it, so you don't really need your middle finger. So that's these two, B and E at the 2nd fret, and then D and G at the 4th fret. So that's F suspended and then off to regular F. So that's the first fret on the B and E strings, 3rd fret on the G, 2nd fret on the G string, then 3rd fret on the D string. That's F to C. Alright, so that's when you end up from that F to C. He actually plays that C note on the A string, I think. So he's doing F, C, which is just, it's that typical walk down from C to A minor thing. So that's, keep your finger on that B string at the first fret, and then middle finger on the A string at the 2nd fret. Angie, so you're into that A minor. Angie. So that's the G and the B strings at the 5th fret, So it's both of those, the B and the G string at the 5th fret, then leave the G string covered at the 5th, but go down on the B string to the 3rd fret, which is now your pointer finger. So I fret them all at the same time. So when I do this, I've got the B string covered at the 3rd fret and at the 5th fret. So then when you just take that off, Figaro, almost like that is how you gotta think of it, that Figaro opera thing. So then it's, again, keeping this B string covered at the 3rd fret. So now you're back to that sort of first one. You were fingering like that before, but now you're on it like this. So it's B string 3rd fret and G string 4th fret. So then you would, with your thumb now, hit that E string at the 4th fret. And then it's the same as the intro. That G suspended. Where will it lead us? So when he gets into the verses, Keith, when almost whenever he hits a C chord on any acoustic Stones tune, he hammers on that D string at the 2nd fret almost every time. He does it in honky or country honk and does it in other ones, but he likes to do that. So he'll do. How does that go? So when he hits that C, he's hammering on that D string. So it's the same. It goes when it ends with on the C. It's that same walk down you did a minute ago in the intro. Angie. And then on one or two of the verses he'll go. That all that is sliding that entire position. The whole thing from the second, well, from that 2nd and 3rd frets to the 3rd and 4th. Where will it lead? Oh, Angie. So you're in the G. Don't you weep. All your D minor kisses still taste sweet. So it goes G. He'll sometimes suspend it on and off with this index finger on the B string at the 1st fret. Oh, na, 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 na. See all that afternoons in your eye. Angie. Okay, so you're back into the same verses and everything. So that just is D minor, A minor, C, what's that, F in your I, G, and J. So we're back into all that stuff. The only part I think that's different from any of that is Angie, D minor, I still love you, baby. Back to A minor. Back and forth between D minor and A minor. Not close to you. C, come on, baby, after your G. So that's really the whole tune. I don't think there's any other left turns or anything in it. It's mainly just an A minor, typical A minor ballad. A few chords are in the 2nd position, like the G suspended. That instead of doing it down there, he'll do it up there. But other than that, it's fairly straightforward. The only trick chord is this thing. That's the only really exotic thing about the song, I guess, if you think about it. But good luck with that one, and post a note on the page if you have any questions about any of the hand positions or anything. The picking, though, is hard to give a lesson on. You gotta kind of get a feel for that. To do it right, it's probably not a beginner level song. It's probably intermediate level. then you should have a feel for the picking by ear probably, if nothing else. But I don't know if that's something you really could explain. Pick the G and then the D, and then, just that's better done probably listening to it and figuring it out. But once you have the chord fingerings, I think the picking part of it kind of comes fairly automatically. So good luck with that one.